Hello, Paul and Pauline here, down by the Brisbane River at Yeronga. And it's a beautiful afternoon. We come down to see our grandson sing in the choir tonight. And part of the presentation is the Messiah. I'm very pleased about that because it's a beautifully God-inspired orchestral and choral piece, and I'm looking forward to that. But our reading this afternoon is coming out of Hebrews 12, 1 to 3 in the New International Version. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race that's marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and the perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and he sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. We've got to finish the race that is set before us. God has a plan for our lives. It says in Jeremiah 29:11, I have a plan for you, not to harm you, but to prosper you. And all of us have a plan set before us, a race that we are to run, and whatever gifting or talents that he's given us, we've got to use them until the very end. And we can easily be distracted by the sin that besets us, by ourself, by our own greed. We can be distracted. The devil prowls around us like a roaring lion, seeing whom he can devour. And we're not struggling against flesh and blood. We struggle against spiritual forces in the heavenly realm that want to bring us down and want us to deviate and not finish the race that's set before us. So we've got to persevere. And the way to do that is to stay close to Jesus. Stay in fellowship with the Lord himself through prayer and through his word. Very important. Hang in there until the bitter end. And of course we will be, as we age, our bodies will become painful and wear out, and we'll easily be like Job. He was totally devastated by sickness and disease, and his wife says, why don't you curse God and die? But he wouldn't. He hung in there until the bitter end. And then in 2 Corinthians 4, from verse 8, it says, though we experience every kind of pressure, we're not crushed. At times we don't know what to do, but quitting is not an option. We don't want to consider quitting. So I've had enough of this. I'm walking away from Jesus. Don't do that. It's not an option. It says we are persecuted by others, but God has not forsaken us. We may be knocked down, but we're not out. We continually share in the death of Jesus in our own bodies, so that the resurrection life of Jesus will be revealed through our humanity. When we die to self and live for Christ, others will be blessed. It'll be a witness to others. And then in Revelation 20 from verse 11 and 12, verse 12, we read this, and I saw the dead, great and small, standing before the throne, and there were open books, and one of them was the book of life. And the dead were judged according to their deeds, as recorded in the books. The sea gave up its dead, and the death and Hades gave up their dead, and each one was judged according to what they had done. So it's important, stay focused, keep spending your life for Christ. The Christ in you is the hope of glory for those in the world around you. Hang in there. Don't give up. Don't give up. It's not an option. Hang in there. If the flame goes out a little bit, work out why. Have you moved away from the fire? Have you stopped reading his word? Have you stopped seeking him in prayer? Have you stopped fellowshipping with other believers, as we are all urged to do? Fellowship one with another and build each other up in the perfect unity of the church, the bride. God will bless us if we do that. And he'll keep our fire burning until the bitter end, until we've run our race. That's a little contemplation here by the river Brisbane, in Brisbane. And I give thanks to God for his Holy Spirit that guides us on our way and tells us what we should talk about as we post these little meditations onto YouTube. God be with you. You get into the Word and let the Word get into you. And then go and tell someone else what God has done for you. Keep the flame burning. Goodbye now. See you later.